Hello, my name is Cayley, and I'm going to be reading from The Hangman in the Mirror, which is the story of a servant girl in 18th century New France who was sentenced to hang for stealing a pair of gloves and managed to outwit her fate. Françoise Laurent, you are hereby sentenced to death by hanging, which sentence to be carried out in the month of December in the city of Montreal in the year of our Lord 1751. May God have mercy upon your soul. The door shut, the key turning in the lock. In prison, the world is smaller than I can imagine. There is nothing here. A bed of dirty straw, a bowl of stale water, a thin grey light moving across the floor of my cell. A young girl, myself, 16 years of nerves and bones and blood, luck and will, determined breath, and a still beating heart. They will hang me in the winter, and I will hang dead in the snow. My face swollen, my spine broken, I will swing in the wind in the wide open spaces of New France, and I will stand as a warning for all those who are born with nothing and wish for more. A woman in my position, if there is no one else to marry, will marry death. What is it like to be married, I wonder? Drip, drip, drip of water on the stones. I measured my days and weeks by the opening of the door and the face of the warden, my bowl of food. When the door opened, there would be a quick glimpse of the corridor, and I would imagine running along it through another door and another, and then to the world outside. It would be summer there now. The marketplace would be full of good things to eat, the soldiers marching, the ladies walking together, and the men of business hurrying along their way, important, unaware of the bright day, lost in their own concerns as I had been. I wondered if Madame Pomeroy also went to market, if she had a new maid yet, if she ever thought of me. I did not mark the morning or the evening, but let the hours flow over me. I drifted in a haze of unformed thoughts until I was not certain that any of my life before was real or a story I was telling, or why I was in these four walls. And then I would put my hands to the cold stone and know who I was and where, for the cold went all through me and there was no escape. One night I woke, having slept all day. The darkness pressed upon me, and I began to sing to myself, hoping it might make the darkness seem less complete. Oh, the pleasure of love is fleeting, but the sorrow of love lasts. My voice sounded so weak and wobbling then that I began to weep, softly at first, and then I sobbed, gasping air, as the sheer loneliness of my position forced itself upon me. Spent, I curled myself up on the stones, my eyes swollen, hoping at least that I might sleep. And then I heard it. It was so faint I thought it was the scurry of a mouse, the rustle of a beetle, but it went on from the next cell, the cell I thought was empty, on the other side of the stone wall. Breath, a choked breath, as of someone hoping they would not be heard, too frightened of the darkness to make a sound. I listened. It went on. Then I began to tap my fingernails on the stone. 3 taps. I waited, then tapped again. This time, 4 taps. Silence. Perhaps I had frightened the breath away. I tapped again 6 strong taps. A pause, and then a miracle. 3 little taps against my ear from the other side of the wall. And then behind the wall, a voice. A small, stifled, young voice, as if I had willed it up out of my own terrible need. Who's there? And I said, me.